city again and to the park system. So certainly he will be missed. We all learned very much from him. And again, we want to express our condolences to Pat.
Thank you, Larry.
With that, we hope everybody had a chance to review the minutes. If there are any questions or comments, if not, we would entertain a motion to accept those minutes.
I motion we approve minutes from January.
We have a motion, we have a second,
Second.
and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Go right into the unfinished business, or the skate park.
Yeah, I wanted to share, of course, I just hit my wrong button here. I wanted to share a quick update on the progress of the community skate park project. I recently had a final meeting with the K-21 Foundation last week. The board will meet on March 19th. So then on the 19th, they'll let us know whether we've been approved for the grant funding or not. So hopefully we get that. In addition, of course, we've secured the $40,000 from the DECO Foundation and the $19,985 from the Kosciuszko Community Foundation. I think in the last meeting, we had talked that we had applied for the AWS cycle. We did hear back from them, and due to the significant number of rounds this grant period, most of them were focused on disability assistance programs. As a result, the skate park didn't meet their criteria, gain enough points to get that. So we did try, but we didn't get it. But we had some good relationships there for future projects, talking with them, possibly playgrounds, things of that sort. So it was a good contact to make. I've also been in contact with Evan from American Ramp Company. We're tentatively on the schedule in May for a start date. We're fortunate to secure their spot as we found out these skate parks are going in so many places that it's about a 2-year wait to get on their list. So in working with Evan, and he understands it's all based upon the grant coming through, but they're ready to go. So hopefully that grant will come through and things will move forward. So, any questions?
No, I think we kind of knew that was kind of going to be a haul and a work in progress, and it sounds like it's progressing
Yeah.
kind of steadily.
Yeah, we had a really good meeting, so it was good.
Okay. Going on to new business.
Yeah, with the 2026 Project Matrix, due to that project, the skate park, our Project Matrix is down a little bit this year, not in funding, but down in projects, due to the size of that project. But as you can see here, we'll just go over a few of them, additional sand to the beaches that we do every year, some of the repair to the Glover Stage and Plaza, that's an ongoing thing we do every year. Central Park sidewalk replacement repairs, we're in the process of evaluating about 380 foot more of that can be replaced this year. We did 380 feet last year, so that'll be in the third or fourth quarter. Wood fiber replacement, of course, we do that under all of our playgrounds. The engineering, the possible campground expansion, that's something that we'll do second or fourth quarter to see, if it's feasible to do that. Hopefully it will. Revitalization of the downtown planning beds, just did this today, talked with Jeremy Skinner and Justin, they're on board and helping us fund this. Talked to Anderson's today, they're gonna get the things, plannings ordered. What we're gonna do is clear the beds, put brand new perennial plants in that are more drought and shade tolerant and more resistant to salt, weather, things of that sort, color, with some ground cover with color in them. And then they'll leave a section in there that we can plant annuals so we can have the color. And this year, Tread White Blue for the 250th anniversary. So they'll start that project. We hope to have that done by Memorial Weekend. So, of course, the construction of the skate park facility, we just talked about that. And then new equipment, purchase of a new truck, new mower, box-in tractor. Sean's gonna take that to the Border Works Friday for me. see if we get approval for that. If that is approved, that'll come in about September. It has to be built, so that takes a while. Ongoing park signage. Yeah.
Can I ask what a box and tractor is? I was looking into the cost of it, but that must be bigger than.
That's our case tractor. It's a front end loader and a box grader on the back, and it's something that we use every day in the park system. We use it, whether we're doing moving dirt or cleaning up trees with a clam bucket. We use it all the time. Snow removal. It's one of the pieces that we have that are nonstop, and it's a 2009 that we have now.
Wow.
And it's just a crucial piece that we'd hate to see us not have, so it's really important. Yeah, good question. Park signage, replacement of ongoing park signage, we do that to try to stay up on instead of having that cost all at once for a big ticket item. And then completion of the sidewalks and fencing at Higher Park, the restrooms are completed. This is encumbered funds that'll put the sidewalk around the restrooms, and also it'll restructure the fence, so we'll have gates there so people can come from the inside or outside and use it. So. And then, of course, campground upgrade, we're doing a little electrical upgrade to the office, and then putting a mini split in, which is air conditioning and heating in there. It's a small unit, our electrician can put that in, so we don't have any labor costs there. So it's something that our campground manager had requested for years. We looked at a window air conditioner, and it was just about as feasible to put in a mini split. That's what everybody's going through nowadays, so real simple. But Ira's getting up there in age, it gets cold, and it's been cold. It's been cold here lately in April. So that's kind of our projects outside of our scope of daily work and responsibilities, helping other departments and things. So if there's any questions on any of these, I'll surely try to answer them.
Larry, what all would the engineering firm be looking at when they do the campground?
Well, I think they'll be looking at, how we can expand the water, the electricity, what kind of base we need to put down, how many sites are feasible to get in there as far as, what size units we can get in, just things of that sort. Everything we need to know what it would cost us to expand it.
Do you have any idea, you yourself, how many lots might be available, or how many pads might be?
I was hoping we could get 10, but
10.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's gonna be their job to figure out all the radiuses and everything and transition from the campground down there. So
So hopefully that'll
Yeah.
work to be a nice addition that's really needed.
There'll be some lakefront views for sure. Yeah, it'd be nice.
I have one other question on the mowers. Is that a 3-year, is that a 3 or 4-year?
That's a
rotation?
4-year rotation.
Okay.
Yep.
Questions, anyone?
You're talking about a 3-year rotation on the purchase of the new mower?
Yeah, so it's every 4 years we try.
Every 4 years.
Yeah. Mhm. And that's worked for us in our 5-year master plan. We do a 10-year maintenance plan, and that was a suggestion that we've used the past, we've used it for 30 years now. But it seems to, about the time when that 4th year comes around and we've used them, it's about time to get rid of them. So,
Will you keep the 2009 box and tractor?
We will.
We have 2 of them then?
we will not, we'll trade that in.
Trade
to
that
get
in.
that cost, yes.
Nice. I was hoping you could have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, we want to go into maintenance scenes, anything else? Larry?
No.
Sean?
Yeah, so, obviously we moved a lot of snow past month. Got tired of looking at it, and it's so beautiful here today that I'm enjoying the warm weather. We clean off all the entrances to our rental facilities, the sidewalks, Pete Thorne Center, all the city parking lots. We try to help out City Hall as well. And it just seemed like it snowed every other day for a while, and it was pretty much nonstop, but we got through it, so we're on the bright side now. On top of that, we went through our inventory list, got that all up to date. We've also created an inventory list, so we've had some meetings with our staff, and wanted to make things a little more efficient, so we knew exact locations of where certain things are, like things that maybe we only use once or twice a year. So we went through, we labeled what everything is, we marked those locations, and, Adam, our supervisor, went through and did all that, and then I created the list for the staff, so hopefully moving forward, I think everybody's on board with this, and it'll make us a little more efficient, a little less time looking for tools that we rarely use, and know right where to find them. We've also been busy with the upkeep on the maintenance of our rental facilities. In between rentals, we go in, clean them, set them up for the next. Like I said, salting and taking care of snow between those as well. We've gone through refurbishing all of our large picnic tables, and we've begun on the small picnic tables. So we're a little over halfway through them right now, and then we'll also have our sawhorse, or garage sale tables that we'll have to go through after that. The boys have been pumping them out pretty regularly. I've had a different crew out there than I normally do, and I challenged them, to do it, and they've really been stepping up the past month, so I'm proud of them on that. They've been steady and gotten several of them done, and they've done a good job. We've had our carpenters build a wood rack out there, where the picnic table shop is. We're using that pole barn out by Pike Lake, and we didn't have a wood rack established, so they would go through all of our picnic table boards, sand them down, stain them, and have them ready to put on new tables, and they would just sit on the floor and be unorganized. So we had our carpenters build the wood rack so they can go in certain slots, we can be organized and more efficient, taking out the boards there. It's one of those things we just kind of learn as we go, and we figured out that probably made a lot of sense, so did that. We also repaired a leaky water line out at the Pete Thorne Center, which involved shutting down the water to the entire building for a few hours, so, we coordinated with the senior services, made sure they were all aware of it, and we got in and out of it pretty quick. It's a pretty easy fix, but you never know those old buildings with the old copper water lines what you're getting into, and luckily that one worked out, so, they should be good to go. We've helped set up and clean up multiple events for the rec, which I believe Larry's gonna go over for Stephanie here in a few. We always try to help out Stephanie whenever she has something going on. She's pretty self-sufficient, but I'm glad she asked for our help setting things up, makes her life easier. And then, I'm going to try to get the guys outside a little bit this week while the weather's nice, just to get them out of the indoors and enjoy the weather some, so hopefully we have some nice weather the rest of the week and we can do that. I believe that's about all.
Thank you.
I'm glad Sean brought that up about goals. In the past 2 years, we've just set like three goals to do. This year, we've set systems. We want to set system goals. And that's kind of what I was referring to be more efficient, to be, make things just run smoother. And the guys are doing a great job of that. I challenged Sean and Adam to sit down and come up with systems, but then implement them. Because you can have a system all day long, but if you don't implement them, and, have people, with accountability, to follow up on that, the system isn't good unless you're accountable. So, they're doing a good job. We're off to a good start on that, so I'm proud of them for doing that. So, I think it's just like you said, it's just gonna help our department. It'll be good, be really good.
And just to touch base on something you said earlier, thank you for all the work you're doing with the snow.
Oh.
There was one day I contacted Larry, I said, you guys have to be out there early, because it's coming down. So thank you, because,
Well, there for a while, it seemed like it was every weekend.
Yes.
For a holiday.
Or a holiday, but
it's a thankless job.
it's all part of the gig,
Appreciate
it is,
yeah.
but it's nice to get to see people out and not have to walk through the snow to get places, so, yeah.
All right, yeah, Stephanie's off, so, again, you get me. If you want me to go over the completed programs, January 28th, they had Lego Mania, had 22 participants. Of course, that was National Lego Day, so they clicked onto that. February 6th and 7th was the Daddy's Little Sweetheart Dance, 157 participants. February 10th, we had Imagination Station, which was a Valentine's Day theme, 35 participants. February 13th, we had the first karaoke night at the Zimmer Biomed Center Lake Pavilion. We had 56 participants. Suzanne and I actually went, and it was really a good time. Chris Lake did the DJing, and the downtown candy store sold concessions. And Lake City Photo Booth provided free pictures for everybody. They had the hats and glasses or whatever you wanted to put on, and it was just a great night for people to enjoy an atmosphere, to get up and sing, and I didn't know what to expect, but it went really well. So we're gonna look at doing a few more of those in the future, so. Upcoming events, March 11th at the Pete Thorne Center, we have a free arts and crafts day. So what this is that they take all the arts and crafts leftovers from future, or past events, and have a free craft day. Try to use some of that material that's left over up and still get some use out of it and joy out of it. March 14th at the Farmers Building, they have the Bob Ross paint class. This filled up in 1 week, 20 participants, is sold out. March 17th at the Pete Thorne Center is Imagination Station. That'll be a St. Patrick's Day theme, so all the kids can come and enjoy that. March 18th at the Pete Thorne Center, they had the senior paint class. As of yesterday, 19 of the 25 spots have been filled up. And that's only been on, what, a couple days?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple days it's been up, so classes fill up quick. And then May 1st, of course, at the Pavilion, we have the Mommy Sundance, and tickets go on sale for that on March 23rd for that event, so. So then,
The leprechaun, I'm sorry.
Right.
The leprechaun, I can speak to. Everyone?
the Imagination Station,
The leprechaun hunt, is that a thing around in the parks that they will bring stuff?
They put the gold nuggets out for the parks, so each park has a gold nugget in it. And they announce it on Facebook, and there's clues where you go around and like find them in the park, and they bring them back. to the office. Yeah, it's like the Easter egg hunt. People find the stuff, bring it back to us, and there's a prize that they get for it.
if they put gold rocks out for the leprechaun. So, any questions on the completed or upcoming events?
It's 157 for the little ag sweeter.
Yes, yes.
And there was just, we did 2 last year.
We did 2 this year. We had about 60 in one night and almost 100 on Saturday.
So, about the same numbers,
Yeah.
actually.
Yep.
Good.
I was there dancing away with my daughters.
Yep.
and it was a good time.
Okay, if not, we'll go to the 2026 proposed program event fees. I think you all got a copy of that. The increases that you see on here are basically due to supply increases, but they're not huge increases. The Art in the Park, $10 increase. Let's see what else. The Bob Ross class, which is sold out, it went up $5, so that must not have been a big impact. And then the $2 increase for the senior art paint classes, which we had one here. There's several others throughout the year. And then the Superhero Academy is $10 per participant. That's up $4. Other than that, they're either new programs that we have, or there's no charge to them. Some of the new programs are the chocolate classes, the Fuzzy Friend Workshop, the Journey to Dino Land, Make and Take Crafts, and then the Nature Navigators. So, we challenge Stephanie and Lene to come up with different programs every year to try to keep it relevant, have new things going, and they do a great job at that. So, and as you can see, the free events are listed down here. We got the concerts, the karaoke night, the community canoeing, paddleboarding, Easter egg hunts, the fall family fun, movie nights, craft days, holiday light display. They have the night imagination station, the fishing derby, leprechaun hunt that you were referring to, library stories, just all kind of things. National Lego Day, and the slip and slides back this year. We actually have the Kelly Park Hill back, so we can do the slip and slides. Stephanie's all excited about that. And then the wipeouts, Sean and his crew really get involved in that. They do it on all these projects, or programs, but the wipeout, a little more intense, but the guys have it down, and they do a great job on that. And we're gonna do 3 of those again in 2026. Any questions? Yeah, if you would, if you could.
Okay, we need a motion, on the 26 proposed programs and event fees.
I motion we approve the 2026 proposed program and event fees.
We have a motion, we need a second.
Second.
Motion a second, all in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Then we got other matters, congratulations to Travis Thomas for being the, January Employee of the Month. We had 3 in the running this month, but Travis, was voted by the peers, as the Employee of the Month, continues to step up and be a great teammate. You got anything else to say, John?
Yeah, actually, Travis was the one that I challenged with our picnic table, process back there. He's really stepped up, and helped, not necessarily lead, but show good leadership qualities and keep that ball rolling back there and keep it consistent. Like Larry said, we narrowed it down to 3 guys that have really stepped up this past month, and then we left it up to employees to vote on who they felt, between the 3 really stepped up, and I think Travis, had pretty overwhelming number of the votes there, so, everybody sees it, and they know he has it in him, so it's always good to see you guys step up when you know the potential's there.
And he looks happy in the picture.
Okay.
That's all I have, yeah.
Anything else? Tom? No?
No, thank you guys for what you do.
It's us, thank you.
Mhm.
Anyone else? What about, welcome riding into a second official meeting.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being part of the board here. Your input will be very valuable. Thank you. Any other comments, questions? None? Okay. Thank you, Mayor, for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. With that, we'll entertain.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, ma'am, if you'd like to.
I move to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?